What's up, everybody? This is Jose Gagnon, the Random Guy 75, here again today. And we are continuing on with doing the Thomas the Train Season 3 Everything Wrong With commentaries. And we are now on episode 18, All at Sea. So I hope you're all going to be enjoying this. We're going to be rolling into this right away. And have the greatness. Hope you enjoy this video. Hope you're loving the series so far. And pretty soon, like in a couple of weeks from now, I think, we'll be all finished up with Season 3. And then we can finally move on to Season 4. So let's get right into this. You already know the things going here in the videos. Yeah. Woo!
Percy and Duck like working at the harbour by the sea. On a clear summer's night, there is no better place to be. The big ships bring passengers. Cargo ships carry machinery and other things. Duck and Percy puff backwards and forwards with the crates of cargo as they are loaded and unloaded by the quayside. One morning, Duck and Percy noticed that the horizon was packed with sails flapping against the blue sky. "I wish I could sail to faraway lands," sighed Duck. "Engines can't go sailing," snorted Percy, "because engines can't float." Duck still had his dreams.
I'm kind of surprised that Duck's dream is to just go out into the ocean and just sail away. It's kind of a pretty weird dream for a train to have. Like, why would a train want to go out into the ocean to just sail away in the ocean? Maybe he just likes the look of the water and stuff, probably, but it still is kind of a pretty weird dream for a train to have, just wanting to go out into the ocean and just sail away. He's a crazy train guy. Super crazy. Super dupers crazy. They like thinking about crazy things, I guess, these trains, man. Super duper crazy things.
Suddenly they were rudely interrupted. "Wakey, wakey," hovered Harold. "I'm looking at the boat," replied Duck. "That's the regatta," whirred Harold. "Lots of boats, lots of races, great fun. I hover around in case I'm needed." "Do you go to the horizon?" asked Duck. "Yes, and beyond." "I didn't know there was a beyond," whispered Percy.
Now basically Duck's going to be a little jealous because since Harold gets to fly around and he gets to see all the areas and he gets to pretty much explore a little bit. And Duck can't explore too much of the other areas, of the island because since, he has to be on the rails. So, he's kind of being a little bit jealous of Harold right now. Because since Harold, gets to fly around and he's stuck on the tracks, he can't get off the tracks at all. I feel bad for Duck, man. I really do. I feel super duper bad. Especially because Harold is basically just bragging about I can go beyond what you people can see. These characters are all crazies, man. They're super crazy.
"Do you go to other places at sea?" continued Duck. "Certainly. I can land on ships, anywhere, anytime. Goodbye." Duck sighed. He went on talking about the regatta all day. Percy lost patience. "Well, Duck, I'd rather have my wheels on solid ground. Our rails can take us to all the places we could ever wish to see." "That's an emergency," called Duck's driver. "I'll check with the harbour master." He returned with bad news. A man taking part in the regatta has hurt his hand. We're to take him to the hospital at the next station. Harold's bringing him now. Come on.
I'm actually wondering how that man actually hurt his hand, if he was just taking place in a boat race, but he ended up hurting his hand somehow. I just don't really, you know, I'm just really curious on how he hurt his hand, to be honest. Taking place in a boat race, because I just don't understand how he could hurt his hand if he, you know, if he was in a boat race. I don't know. But basically, when Duck goes to bring the when he goes to bring the man to the junction to you know, bring him to Birdie, so that Birdie can take him to the hospital, he's gonna have a realization of, you know, like even though he really wants to explore more of the island, he knows that, you know, he has to just stick with what he does and how he is. Like, he has to be proud of what he is, pretty much. Like, it doesn't really matter about, you know, going to explore. Like, you can always have dreams and just dream about, you know, what's going to happen in your life. But he just comes to the realization that, you know, just be proud of who he is and what he is, pretty much.
Good to see you again, Duck, whirred Harold as he landed carefully on the platform. The man was gently helped to safety. My job is to stay at sea in case of other emergencies. Otherwise, I would take this gentleman to hospital myself. Must fly. Goodbye. Duck set off on his journey. Soon he was steaming well and his wheels were thundering along the track. When they reached the station, the man thanked everyone, and Bertie got ready to take him to hospital. You look splendid flying along the line, Duck, glowed Bertie. No wonder they call you Great Western. Percy's right, Duck thought to himself. Engines are happiest when their wheels are firmly on the rails. That night, Percy and Duck stayed a little longer at the quay. The air was warm and the sea calm.
But now it's going to really make Duck's night right now is he's going to be getting a special surprise little gift from Harold. So that's going to make him super happy pretty much when he gets that little special gift.
There's a shooting star, said Duck. Don't be daft, laughed Percy. It's Harold. Look, he's hovering overhead. Something fluttered down towards Duck. His driver caught it. It's a flag from the regatta. Harold's giving it to you as a present, Duck. That was kind of Harold, whispered Duck. He may have whirly arms instead of wheels, but he seems to understand just what an engine needs. Duck still wonders about the lands beyond the horizon, but he enjoys being with friends most of all, and I think he knows that sometimes the best travels are those we can only dream about.
So that was episode 18 of season 3. Hope you all enjoyed, and we're going to be continuing on by going into episode 19. Sorry. So we hope you enjoy. Get the greatness. Have the happy times. You already know that things go here. Yeah. And you already know everything about the amazingness of this channel. So we're going to continue on. Like I said, we're going to be going right into episode 19 right away. Yeah. And you already know the things, man. Have the amazing greatness.